Hi, this is Nitesh Tiwari and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, it's a huge privilege to have Nitesh Tiwari with us, the writer-director of Dangal, the much talked about Dangal that whoever has seen has been talking in such amazing terms that people are really literally just waiting with bated breath that just watch the film this Christmas. It's a pleasure having you on Bollywood Hungama first of all.
Thank you so much.
And such expectations, you're just showing the movie to the press on 21st, 2 days in advance. Where does this confidence stem from, sir?
See, it comes from multiple channels. The first biggest reassuring thing is that we know that we were sitting on a story which is fantastic. The way screenplay got shaped up, was superb. And we used to talk to each other, me and my team and Aamir sir, that even if we can manage to get 80% of what we have written, we will have something which is very good on our hands.
Right.
And I think we have managed to get more than that.
Right.
And what is extremely reassuring is the kind of feedback we've got from the people we have shared the film with.
Right.
A lot of people, from industry and complete strangers, different age groups, and the response has been unanimous. That kind of gives us a lot of confidence, that we have a very good quality product in our hands.
Right. So your primary in fact profession and your training has been as an advertising person.
Yeah.
How crucial has that been in terms of just shaping your career? Because be it Chiller Party, be it Bhootnath Returns, and now Dangal, there is this element of punchy dialogues which are there, which is something that one can relate to, like in terms of hook lines that you see in ad films. Do you think that somehow it has helped you in a way in just coming up with hook lines and punches? I
don't think it's just the hook lines. I usually don't. I'm not a big fan of hook lines. I usually write my dialogues with my team as more conversational. They become catchy because we are writing it to certain insights. Now that's a discipline which we have learned in advertising. Now. What advertising teaches you, which is something I find extremely useful, is the discipline which it brings with it.
Correct.
We have been taught to be extremely miser with what we write.
Precision.
So we do tend to maximize. That's why we are able to pack a lot more in the given duration. That is, and secondly is the craft. Because in advertising, crafting is given huge importance. आपके पास 30 सेकंड है. You have 40 seconds to tell a story. You have to be precise, and at the same time, you are going to go to such a wide range of audience. So you have to have a universal appeal as well.
Correct.
So now that is the thing which we have learned from advertising. Also, extremely important learning for me from advertising, and that is something which I apply in Bollywood also.
Correct.
I'm not making a film for myself.
Right.
I'm making it for the people who are going to spend their time and money in coming and sampling it. I'm not trying to prove a point. I better live up to their expectations. So I'm making it for somebody else. Now that's your target audience. And that is something which we have learned from advertising.
Absolutely. I think that's something which is very, very important as well. Now, whoever has seen it, be it Shabana Azmi, who has seen it in September, the movie is releasing in December, and Javed Akhtar Sahab has said that maybe in 10-15 years he hasn't seen a film like this. Same with Karan Johar as well. Kunal Kohli yesterday tweeted that it's like a Oscar award-winning film as well. So the idea is, we as viewers, we are like totally clueless. ऐसा क्या है फिल्म में कि that public इस तरीके की बात कर रही है? What is it in the movie that I don't know, as a viewer that you'd like to share with us, that is maybe just making people react in this manner? Can you just
first of all,
disconnect and just look at it as a viewer at the movie?
It's very difficult for me to do that.
Correct.
It's extremely difficult for me to disconnect from the film and watch it as a viewer, because I know each and every nanosecond of the film. So I know exactly what's happening. So what people would see and what I see in the film are drastically different. People are going to react a lot to the content. I wrote the content. People are going to react a lot to the authenticity of the wrestling out there. We planned it and shot it. So it's very difficult for me to be objective about it and judge it. But first of all, the reactions which we've got from these big names has been extremely heartening. It kind of proves that the 2 years which we have put into making this film were well worth it. I think what is appealing, that's my take, is that it's a extremely touching story, which is being told with a lot of love and authenticity. Love and authenticity, I think, are the key words, and I think that is what is kind of attracting people towards it. They can relate to the characters, they can laugh with them, they can cry with them, and they can get awed by what they achieve in life. To me, those seemed like the biggest attractions.
So I'd like to share something with you that when Dhobi Ghat was releasing, Aamir categorically told everyone that it's not a regular Aamir Khan film, so you should not come with those expectations. It is, it's definitely, and he said during an interview with me that I could have said that, and people would have come and I could have got like a 50 crore weekend, but I did not want to cheat my audience. But with Talash, he said it's a mainstream film, but it's not, once again, a conventional Aamir Khan film in the lines of 3 Idiots. So once again, he was being extremely honest about the entire thing. And I don't know if you remember in Ludhiana, in the evening when we were sitting after the on location in the evening, that off-camera conversation that we had. So I asked him this thing, and that do you think that it's like an out-and-out entertainer? What exactly? He said it's hugely entertaining. It's a very, very entertaining film.
Yeah.
So he precisely is very honest about what he feels about the film. Is it something that gives you like a how do you react to it? Because people are saying it's like a 350 crore film and it's like going all over the place as well. As an entertainer, do you find that like a big compliment coming from Aamir Khan, who can be extremely ruthless about himself as well?
Yes,
and doesn't want to cheat his audience.
That's one thing which is fantastic about Aamir. It's in his DNA.
Right.
The honesty and the integrity bit of it. And even if you look at the communication which we have taken out,
Right.
At no point of time he wanted to give any impression to people that he is doing the bulk of wrestling in the film.
Right.
He's at any given point of time, because he said people will come to sample that, and that would be not really a right thing to do. The girls are the ones, and at every platform he's gone and said that. That the girls are the ones who are doing the maximum amount of wrestling. He has his own wrestling bit, but they are the one who are the front runner of the wrestling, showcasing the wrestling in the film.
Right.
He is right, when he says it's a commercial film, because it's a very serious subject, but it's been written like a commercial film. It's got an added layer of humor to it.
Yeah,
that's what makes it extremely commercial and likable.
Right.
You are getting to see something which is extremely serious, but your experience is a light-hearted one.
Right.
The tone and manner is a light-hearted one.
So we keep on hearing all sorts of, in fact, rumors and all these statements that Aamir Khan interferes in his movies and he's a perfectionist and he ghost directs his movies. But at the same time, when we see at the press conferences and even apart from that, he always has to mention about Nitesh Tiwari that this is his contribution, he's the writer and he's done this, he has done that. And he always addresses you as Nitesh Ji, never takes your name either. So who's the real Aamir Khan, sir? If you can deconstruct, please, for us.
See,
what is the truth?
Whatever you've said, I think it's all hearsay. He is probably the most easygoing person I would have met from Bollywood. He has nothing like a superstar about him. He behaves like a common man. He becomes pally with you. And I will say, on the contrary, he takes a lot of pressure off the director. He is so respecting of the writers and the director of the film, and he himself has been a director, and he knows where to draw the line. He understands the sentiments of a director, so it's very natural for him to have an opinion about something.
Right.
Everybody has. Who doesn't have?
Absolutely.
But he never insists on it. He allows disagreements, he encourages them, and he knows who's the one who's going to take the call. And in his opinion, it's always the director. He didn't even come for the shoot when he was not shooting. So where is the question of so-called interference, He had his X number of days. There's a bulk of the film which has been shot without him being there.
Correct.
Majority of the film. He didn't even come, even one day. Just even as a producer, forget about as Aamir Khan, even as a producer, he never came even for one day just to understand ki, bhai, kya chal raha hai, sab theek chal raha hai ki nahi chal raha hai. Never ever came.
Right. He has also said that Nitesh Tiwari is someone on the lines of Raju Hirani, that with a very sound social message at the same time, it's hugely entertaining. Do you take that as a compliment?
I take that as a compliment. Although I don't make any conscious effort to be like anyone, but I'm a big fan of Raju sir, and if people feel, it's like the kind of work which Raju sir does, I will take it as a huge compliment for myself.
Great. So we've taken a few questions for you. This is Deepika from Delhi. The most interesting incident which you had with Aamir Khan while shooting for Dangal?
Most interesting incident? See, when he was shooting for the overweight portions,
Right.
we used to have a blast. Our parties were good fun because there were no holds barred.
Right.
So we were allowed to drink and eat anything and have a blast. There was no restriction as such.
Right.
Though, to me, those were the most wonderful days we had. We had a blast with Aamir sir at that time.
Okay, this is Basha from Chennai. How did Preetham Da come to your mind for Dangal? Even I think Amitabh Bhattacharya, amazing stuff he's done.
There's a story behind zeroing in on to these two guys. We were very well aware that Dangal does not have any situations of conventional chart busting numbers. We had no love song, we had no heartbreak song, we had no party song situation.
Right.
We had all situational numbers, and the soundscape was very local. It had to belong to Haryana.
Right.
So we were dealing with something which was very niche, and we needed someone as superbly successful in commercial music as Preetham to come and get us a fusion of what commercial music is, which gets combined with situations and the soundscape of Haryana to become something which is so unique.
Larger than life.
Larger than life. So that is the reason why we zeroed in onto Preetham Da, and the reason why we zeroed in onto Amitabh Bhattacharya is because his range is fantastic.
Yeah.
He can write the most meaningful song, and he can write the most meaningless song also, and make you smile. His range is fantastic, and Dangal needed those kind of situations. Dangal has a title track which is very motivating. Dangal has Hanikarak Bapu, which is a funny situation. Dangal has Dhakar, which is about woman empowerment. Dangal has Naina, which is a sad number. Dangal has Gileria, which is a liberating freedom number. Dangal has many things, and you needed somebody with that kind of range for you to be able to cut through.
This is Vivek Sekhar, I believe. Was it tough for him to work with 4 debutants?
Actually, it was not tough, because we tested them for really long, and unless and until we were 100% convinced, we didn't shortlist or zero into anyone, So by the time these guys got down to the floor, they knew exactly what they were doing and when they were going to do it.
Right. It's being said that Fatima, Sania and Zaira, I think they're going to be like the big stars after this movie.
I think all of them.
All of them.
They have given solid टक्कर to Aamir sir. Along with their mother Sakshi
as well.
पूरी बेटी और माँ ने मिलके फादर को सॉलिड टक्कर दी एक्टिंग के डिपार्टमेंट में.
This is Spot_score boy. Expecting Dangal to match the standards of Lagan, Rang De Basanti, Tare Zameen Par and PK. Will it? Do you think it will match the standards of these films?
It's very difficult to compare your own creation with films which have gone down the Hall of Fame in Bollywood. I think only time will tell. I do not want to sound overconfident or anything like that. I can only humbly wish that it achieves the same. Only time will tell.
This is Mohammad Hoti from I don't know where exactly. Are you nervous like Aamir Khan sir as film is about to release this weekend? Are you nervous?
I would be nervous if so many people had not seen it and loved it. Now I am more excited than nervous, although I would be lying if I say I am not nervous at all. Yes, of course, I am human, I am bound to be a bit nervous.
Absolutely.
But I am more excited than nervous.
Okay, this is Avinash from Delhi. How he managed to work with Aamir means how he got the chance. I am very keen to know about.
Who got the chance?
How you got the chance to work with Aamir.
When I narrated it to Ronnie and Sid, which is Ronnie Screwwala and Siddharth Roy Kapoor, they asked me keep all the practicalities aside. सोच लो, सोचने में क्या जाता है? That one name which comes to your mind, who you would want to play Mahavir Singh Fogart. And I think within 10 seconds, Aamir sir's name popped up in my head. Probably because I knew as a writer that kind of challenges which were required in portraying the role of Mahavir Singh Fogart, the kind of commitment which was required, physical as well as mental, as well as time.
Sure.
And he's known to do all those kind of things. Maybe that's the reason why his name popped up.
That's the reason why the name popped up. Okay, this is Rosa from Armenia. What is your favorite song from Dangal?
I personally like the title track the most because to me it is more than just a song. It's a philosophy of life. And it's a philosophy of life which I think I believe in, which is life at any given point of time is a dangal. बावड़े हाथी सी हर चुनौती है रे, सामने खड़ी घूर के बड़ी आँख दिखलाती है, तो आँख से उसकी आँख मिलाकर भेड़ जाने का नाम है प्यारे दंगल दंगल.
क्या बात है.
Don't give up.
Okay. This is Avinash Rao from Dubai. Salman Khan produced Chiller Party. What is your equation with him and any collaborations in the future?
I have a cordial relationship with Salman Khan. I'm glad he recognizes my face, and it's a casual hi hello with him.
Okay, this is Aamir TC fangirl. So I'll just take the handle. Hi Mr. N, I live in Turkey and Aamir's fans is here in huge. We want Dangal in Turkey. They want.
Yeah, I've had many requests from Aamir sir's fans from Turkey to release Dangal in Turkey. I've actually had a word with the team also.
Right.
There are certain things which are physically not possible, I guess, so I would leave it up to that, I guess, I just hope that they get to see it. Though some of them are coming to India to watch it.
Some of them are
yes,
coming. They've said
two of them are, yes.
Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, this is Navbahar Sharma from Ghaziabad. What was the hardest part in Dangal to shoot?
The wrestling.
The wrestling part.
It was the most challenging one. I'll tell you why. Because we had no reference to go to.
Right.
There was no referencing point.
Right.
And we wanted to shoot wrestling with utmost authenticity. So to be able to find girls who would be able to play that part, to be able to find someone who will be able to coach them, to be able to do justice to the tournament, to be able to do justice to wrestling, we had to go through so much of homework. And biggest worry which we had in our head is, that how do we keep it exciting? Shooting wrestling is one bit.
Correct.
But people who may not be aware of wrestling, who do not understand wrestling, how do you get them to understand wrestling? How do you get them to like it? How do you get them to move as the match progresses along with you?
Right.
So we spent a lot of time and lot of rehearsal and homework went into just getting the wrestling right. And the kind of hard work the girls have put in, our coach has put in, it's beyond words.
Okay, this is Ravi Patil from Mumbai. Which is your favorite Aamir Khan film apart from Dangal?
Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar. It was, I have very fond memories of Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar. So that's why probably it's the closest to my heart.
Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Dhakar Saurav. What you making fun with Aamir Khan behind the shooting? Even I can understand. This is, I think, Saurav from Patna. What fun, but I think that you've already answered.
Yeah, I've answered that. You've had a lot of fun,
right.
And he's a big prankster. If you guys get to meet him, don't go by his innocent face. He's actually a big prankster. Okay,
this is Saurav from Patna. This is a better question. Please share some experience to work with Aamir, Sakshi, and Dangal girls.
See, Aamir sir is a treat to work with. Where else would you get someone of his stature who's willing to give 2 years of undivided attention to your project, who's going to put his health at risk just to live the character which you have conceived,
right.
Who's going to injure himself trying to learn wrestling,
right.
Whether he's overweight or whether he's fit, who's going to spend 5 months in just trying to lose the flap which he's gathered to play one character so that he can play a small portion in your film,
correct.
Which is a wrestler,
right.
To learn Haryanvi 5 months in advance rather than 2 weeks in advance, so that Haryanvi is a part of his body, so that he can concentrate on the emotions rather than focusing on Haryanvi more. Sakshi is an absolutely phenomenal actress, and you would see her in a very different version, in Dangal, And Sakshi is one such actor who is going to prove you in Dangal that you do not need to have punchlines to make an impact in a scene.
Wow.
You can be silent and yet say 1,000 words.
Wow.
And the girls are like more than fantastic. They have been through so much, and enough has been written about them. They have been through hell just to prepare for this role, but their effort and the mehnat shows on screen, and it's going to be a treat for everyone to watch.
Are you a wrestler yourself? Do you wrestle?
No, I am not actually, and I would dread not to be. I don't want to break my bones.
Okay.
It's a very tough sport. It's a very tough sport.
This is Sania Fatima fans. Want to ask Nitesh sir, what was his reaction when he heard about the Pogat girls and Mahavir ji?
First time?
Yeah. What was your first reaction when you heard about it?
My first reaction was, wow, these people do exist in our country.
No, absolutely. Once you visit the village, you realize that how difficult it must have been for the man, really, because till the time you don't visit the village, you may not realize that what it must have been.
I'm telling you one thing, till the time you don't see girls wrestling on mat, you will not realize, I swear you will not realize how difficult that sport is.
Absolutely.
I had seen mud wrestling. In my childhood, I've grown up watching Dangals. I had never seen mat wrestling. It's so fast.
Right.
And it's so tiring. It's like extremely challenging mentally as well as physically.
Bilkul.
I was like blown when I saw it for the first time. And these girls are like tough nuts, man. Seriously.
Absolutely. So we'll quickly do a bit of a rapid fire with you to end this interview.
Okay.
A rapid fire with Nitesh Tiwari. Dangal for Oscars or Dangal highest grossing movie of Bollywood if you have to choose any one of them?
Neither. Dangal most loved movie of all the time.
Okay. Craziest thing Aamir Khan did during the shooting of Dangal?
He did many crazy things. I think the craziest thing, difficult to tell.
Okay. A message for those who think Dangal is on the similar lines of Sultan?
Not a chance.
Okay. True or false? What do you feel? I think Dangal will be the highest grossing movie of 2016.
Maybe.
I think Aamir Khan deserves a national award for his performance in Dangal.
Without any doubt.
Without any doubt. Okay. A thing in Aamir Khan that no other actor in Bollywood has.
A thing?
In Aamir Khan that no other actor in Bollywood has.
I think doing that one project at a time and committing completely to that one particular project.
Mm-hmm.
And going to any length to whatever the role demands, doing that is what Aamir Khan does.
Alright, who's your favorite actor from the current slot apart from Aamir Khan?
Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranbir Kapoor. Okay. An actress from the current slot you think is perfect for almost anything and everything?
Actress?
Yeah.
Alia Bhatt.
Alia Bhatt. Okay. Rank Aamir Khan in the top 3 position of Bollywood at present. Where do you think Aamir Khan stands right now in amongst top 3?
I think easily at the top.
Easily at the top. What has been the best thing of working with Aamir Khan?
Getting to learn a lot from him, becoming a better person.
Becoming a better person.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And
he teaches you so many things, and his love for the country, and his love for the people, and his sheer willingness to be a part of social change and be of help to people.
Correct.
Is so overwhelming, Just see what he's doing in the water cup.
Correct.
To make Maharashtra, free from the drought situation.
Right.
It's amazing. Like, hats off to that man. Seriously.
They actually go in the villages and do what he has.
He doesn't need to do that.
Right. Okay. And would you like to work with Aamir Khan once again?
Anytime.
Anytime. Do you have a concept in mind?
I wish I had.
What are you doing next after this?
I'm not sure.
But do you have a script or something?
I'm toying with few ideas.
Right.
But only unless and until you see them completely develop, it's very difficult to put. I always believe that an idea may be exciting, but if it cannot be executed with same excitement, then it's not really worth doing it. So I really like to take it to the execution level and then decide whether I want to do it or not. It's a long drawn process. It's quite heartbreaking also. Having written a complete screenplay, you decide that I don't want to do it. But that's how I am.
No, definitely. So finally, that you say something to our fans, your fans on Facebook. They're watching you for quite some time now.
I, like every character of Dangal, do believe in your dreams. Do not listen to what others have to say. Never be disheartened if people pull you down. If you believe in yourself and your dreams, one day, sooner or later, you will achieve them. Thank you.
And enjoy life. Be entertaining. I think you're an entertainer as well. I think that's important to enjoy as well.
It's my job. It's my livelihood, I guess.
to entertain. All right, so a huge pleasure to have you on Bollywood Hungama. Lovely talking to you. Looking forward to watching Dangal tomorrow, and we genuinely hope that it's like a huge success, and more importantly, I think
I hope it will meet your expectations. That's something which worries me, you know. When people walk in with zero expectations versus people walking in with huge expectations. Even you have a very good product, you know. I don't know who is walking in with how many expectations. I have no idea.
And we genuinely hope that the message, in a way, the message that you're trying to convey about the girl child, I hope that it just gets communicated in terms of sports as well in the country.
Touch wood.
And thank you very much, and all the best wishes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.